Did you know that the first combat submarine was invented right here in Connecticut?
I know nothing about the story, and I'm not looking at the prompter, but I think it was in Milford. Am I wrong?
Ooh, I don't know.
Now, hundreds of years later, our state is still home to the submarine. Kate Nuclo takes us to the Connecticut River Museum, where we dive into the history of this monumental innovation as part of our look at Connecticut's history.
It's not Milford.
It's not.
No. We are, way down here in Essex currently.
At the base of the Connecticut River stands a museum dedicated to the waterway's 12,000 years of history.
It's a pretty wide-ranging story, and it's one that I think we should all know and care about because it really is fundamentally the story of America.
Running 410 miles from the top of New Hampshire down to the Long Island Sound, Elizabeth Kaiser, who's the director of the Connecticut River Museum, says the river is really the backbone of New England.
People only sort of notice their little part of it, and one of the things that I really like to do is to kind of encourage people to think about the connections, the fact that it is one river.
It played a critical role in maritime history.
Essex was a hotbed for maritime construction in the 17th and 18th and into the early 19th centuries. Thousands of boats were built here, including boats that were used for the Revolutionary War. So the Oliver Cromwell was the first boat built for the Connecticut Navy as part of the Revolutionary War, and it launched in 1776.
The museum is also home to a replica of the world's first combat submarine.
This is the replica of that submarine today. A lot of patents came out of this. It was hugely inventive. It was true New England ingenuity, and it almost worked.
Dubbed the Turtle because of its shape, it was the passion project of inventor David Bushnell, who was from nearby Saybrook.
It's quite small. It is really just big enough for one person.
He successfully figured out how to design a submersible vessel in 1775, which could move undetected underwater with an explosive device.
Everything worked except they could never get the bomb to affix to the bottom of the ship they were attacking. Okay. They could get it close, but they could never get it to quite stick.
But it made huge waves, putting in motion the design for the modern-day submarine, which is still made right here in Connecticut.
It's a wonderful thing to have this history surround us, to inform us, and to allow us a sort of a place to stand so that we can think about where we're going from here.
The Connecticut River Museum has been telling the story of the Connecticut River for the last 50 years and is already planning on how they will celebrate America's 250th birthday next year. I'm Caitlin Nuclo, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
You were right, my lady.